evening, ladies and gentlemen. I know today is very exciting day for all of you. Reason you are very excited to know about these technologies. Today is the fourth day of our tech series and the second day of augmented reality and virtual reality workshop. As we know already, today we are going to discuss about virtual reality. I know you all are very curious about this topic. I'm not going to get too much time. Before move on to the session, I would like to introduce our resource person, Mr. Madhuri Disanayaka. He's graduated from Curtin University and diploma in SLIT and reading a MSc at University of Peradeniya and currently working as a DevOps engineer and Axino. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. You can raise with chat option. Over to you, Madhura.
Thank you, Nadi. Thanks for the nice introduction. So, welcome you all to my session today. This is our second session based on the extended reality. So, first of all, I would like to ask Nadi, actually, if you can remember, what really did we learn from the last session? What was about it?
Yes, Madhura, we discussed about virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality all together. So, just have had abstract introduction about them actually.
Yes.
And last week discussed about augmented reality.
Yes,
And
correct, Navi. Yeah.
yes,
So we actually deeply discuss about the augmented reality based on the session that was carried out by my colleague Amor. And also today we are going to discuss more about in this extended reality feature, which is called VR. But before that, let's see what is this extended reality actually. The extended reality is consisted of three areas. The very first one is the virtual reality. The other one is augmented reality, which is the one you learned from the last week session, and also the mixed reality. In here, according to the augmented reality you learned from last session, we talk about what is the augmented reality and what are the key features that we have talked about. And also we did some demo applications. We tried to place a 3D object in a augmented reality environment, and we tried to integrate with the real environment, and we use it our devices to check them. As well as at the end, you got some homework as well, but later I'm trying to discuss it today. Uh, like that, we widely discuss about the augmented reality. So today our main focus is to get to know about what is the virtual reality. So virtual reality, also known as VR, that is basically a virtual environment that we can create separately, maybe kind of a simulated environment that we can use to get a totally a new experience, or whatever the experience that we are trying to build up. So we can use our virtual reality to build that. But let's discuss further. I think that explanation not much clear for you all. But let's move forward. So you can see this description, replace the real world with a completely constructed virtual world. So do you see any difference over here with the AR? Actually, the VR replaces the real world with a virtually constructed virtual world. So that we can say it has actually a mini world that we are trying to create it. In the augmented reality, we talk about the 3D models that we are going to integrate with actually the real world, not kind of a virtual world. That is the one of the difference between this augmented reality and the virtual reality. So in here, we are not trying to combine any virtual and the real world environments. So here we do use it as a completely virtually reconstructed world. And then you can see what are the like the examples for virtual reality technologies. Now currently we are working, now currently we are seeing them in some different domains. One of them is these VR games, because at the beginning for the virtual reality, that came up with the VR games, because earlier days we tried to play the games by installing some gaming on top of our desktop computer or the laptops. And then after the installation is done, we use keyboard or the mouse to give some inputs to the game controls, as well as we use the 2D screen or a computer monitor to see that visual of the game which has been developed. So this visual is mainly based on the 2D vision, right? But when you want to play the game, you are sitting at your computer, and then you are trying to give inputs from your input devices, keyboard or mouse, and then game can be played. But nowadays, gaming is totally a different thing with the VR technology, because in this image also you can see that people are not sitting at the computer or not looking at a screen. They are really jumping to the game. So now they are living in the game, that virtually constructed world. So you can see that people are wearing some devices as well as using some joysticks to get engaged with the gaming, right? In the left side person who is playing, and you can see like he's trying to operate a gun, and he's like keeping his hands like a really working with the gun, shoot with the gun. And also the other image as well, she's trying to hold something or moving something out. So that's how the virtual reality is integrated with the gaming world. So nowadays the VR games are very popular, and people trying to build up the separate VR room in their houses and trying to play those kind of games, because those are very like entertaining and attracted gaming world since using a VR technology. And if we move to the next example or the next domain, what we see in the virtual reality is this kind of a medical trend. Actually, in this image, you can see a kind of human organ which is being examined by the medical scientist, maybe, and he's trying to watch it from the virtual reality uh, world, and you can see he's wearing a virtual reality related equipment, and he's trying to look at through that human organ, something like that. The specialty is here actually, when you see it over a 2D conventional screen, which is not very much clear to the point of detail. But when you use your VR technology to look at this human organ or the cell, actually you don't have any distractions. You can directly focus on that area, and you can think of it, and you can gain more knowledge, more outcome from that. So nowadays, as we know, some of uh, the operations are carried out from the human body using the VR technologies, because the cameras are inserted into the body, and they take the video stream into the virtual reality technology, and they use that real video streaming to get the 360 view camera streams. So then the who is that medical scientist can really see what's happening inside our body. But earlier days, what we did was actually we took direct images by putting our camera into the body. And after taking the images, we try to analyze them later with all the images are putting together, something like that. But Now we don't want to worry about it. We can really get that stream and analyze it, and then we can improve the medical capability as well. So the next thing is like VR drones. VR drones. This is somewhat little new for all of us, but we know that drones are everywhere in the world now because you can directly purchase them from the market and you can fly them as you wish. Uh, but the problem is when you uh, fly a drone, you can use the remote controller and you can take your mobile phone and integrate with the remote controller, and then you can operate it. In that situation, actually, you don't see the real view from that where the drone can see, but you can see that streaming from your mobile screen. That is not giving you a real experience like you are flying it. But nowadays, the VR technology has been integrated with those video stream, which is sending from the camera, which has been attached to the drones, and you can really wear your the VR like equipments, and then you can really enjoy that view from like you are the pilot of your own drone. So those are some of that examples I wanted you to let you know what is actually VR and how we can integrate with VR with different domains to gain more exposure. And then, so you know something like the under the examples, you saw some devices, special devices, and also some special components which are very related to the VR headsets, which are very related to the VR technology. And also, that device we called as VR headsets. And here's the picture of that VR headset. And you can see that person is wearing a VR headset. And VR headset is kind of a the mandatory device that you need, that you really need to enjoy that VR experience. Otherwise, you cannot go into that virtual environment without this. And VR headsets has the capability of get the 3D vision. Actually, the 3D vision is built from the inbuilt the lenses which are integrated with the VR headset, and then you can get the depth of that object where you are looking at. But how does it happen? How those lenses are working? For that, I'll like to give you like small activity. Maybe if you uh, like if you're trying to close one of your eye like this, and you are trying to hit or your fingers from both hand like this, which is not possible sometimes because we can't touch it each finger because we don't see kind of it. But if you open your two eyes and trying to touch it, you can really can do that because you see the depth when you see your both eyes. The same way, if you keep your thumbs up in one hand like this, and if you close one eye like this, and you can see the thumb is located in some position. But at the same time, if you open that close eye and close the open eye, so you can see that thumb is moving to the other way around. So if you do it continuously, you can see your thumb is moving right and left little bit all the time. So by looking at our human body eyes, so the VR headset is also using the same technique to get that depth of the object what we are seeing. And also the VR headsets are like having different ranges of actually the performance as well as qualities, and also which based on the different price ranges as well. So in the VR headsets, uh, when you want to try out to create some virtual environments and try out some virtual tours, actually you need a VR headset. But in order to make one VR headset, sometimes it takes a lot of money, and also which ranging from very high price ranges sometimes. But you don't want to really worry about it. Now it's possible you to create it by your own without purchasing any VR headset. So you can do this at your home. Actually, Google has provided some capability uh, to create VR headsets. Actually, this is Google Cardboard. So you can see in this image, the Google has introduced the open source package for creating a virtual headset, and this is you can do it by visiting the Google Cardboard uh, page, and then you can download their Google Cardboard VR package and print it and paste it on your cardboard, maybe little tight cardboard, and then you can cut it uh, like in this video, and then you can try to uh, like collect all the parts for this VR headset, and also you have to fix the two lenses as well. Then finally you can uh, get the VR headsets created. Actually, this would not take more than 30 minutes if you have all the instruments with you, and you can easily do it without wasting more time. And after creating this kind of VR headsets, you can see like uh, you can use your mobile phone to get a video stream like this, and you can enter your mobile phone like this, and you can enjoy it the way it looks like. And this is how actually we are going to create a virtual reality headset, and also we call it as VR goggle. So uh, at this point, I should really mention this mandatory equipment that we need to go through the virtual reality tours or the virtual reality environments. Uh, Next, I would like to talk about some basic features of the VR, which helps us to differentiate from the other realities. So here, the very first feature is actually this completely virtual world. As I mentioned earlier, there is no combination with the real world, and then you can get the immersive experience. Immersive means actually you are totally teleported to that new world, new mini world or virtually constructed world, and you can really enjoy on that world without uh, any distraction from the real world. And also, uh, the virtual reality should have same vision and the sounds like what we have in the real world. As an example, if you want to create a like a virtual environment for kind of the water stream, you can create that vision first. That means the visuals of uh, the VR, the 3D objects. After that, what you need to do is like you need to make it live, but make it live while adding some sounds and other features, and also some shadows and some. We talk about the basic features, and actually it is a complete virtual world, and we can get the immersive experience on top of the virtual reality technologies. And also we should uh, consider about the reconstruct. virtually all the visuals as well as the sounds to make it very live and very realistic. And then uh, I'm going to show you uh, what are the usability and what is the importance of using a virtual reality. Actually, the virtual reality can be used in many more domains, like we saw in the previous example. So, one domain is actually futuristic imagination. So, futuristic means you mean you can like understand something like future. The futuristic imagination may be a little confused, but don't worry. I'll explain you in a easy way. Yeah, you can see kind of a image. So some of you may have seen about this, but Nadi, do you have any idea about this image?
Um, Actually, Madhura, this looks like a desert. I think this must be desert. Is that true?
Uh, Actually, this is not a desert, but yeah, looks like. But this is really the latest image of the Mars atmosphere because we know that Mars is a very hot topic on these days. And because we know that the Elon Musk is always trying to uh, work with their researchers to make Mars colonized. And also he's working with some time plans how he's trying to do that. But apart from this, Nadi, have you ever dreamed about it?
Yes, but the thing is, I will never happen. It will never happen in this life. But I really
Yeah,
love to see it alive.
yes, actually. So I think you don't want to worry about it because if you are thought of traveling Mars, actually you don't want to wait until that the Elon Musk is preparing the perfect way to travel over there. But we know that if you are traveling to the Mars, which takes at least 5 6 months to get there, and also we need to think of a lot of risk as well because we know it's a very high sun radiations and also the gravity is little different and so on. And also we need to think of the breathing oxygen as well. But using virtual reality, we can really construct this mass colonization environment in a virtual environment, and then you can use VR headsets to travel over there in the Mars surface. And then if you use your VR headsets and you can see the Mars surface, actually you will feel you are really on the Mars surface because you can see that the same colors and sun radiation, and also you can see this uh, sand dunes and the dust everywhere and this reddish color. So you will really feel about it. And also you can see like how the colonization is happening on the Mars as well. This is a very good exposure that you can get, but in order to do that you don't want to go to a rocket. Actually, you can do it at your own home by sitting at your own couch. So, only thing you need to do is you have to use your VR headsets and the virtual environment. So, this is one of the area that we can use virtual reality to get the futuristic imagination. Let's see some other areas as well. So, how about underwater diving? So, sometimes you all have like dreaming of this underwater diving because it's a completely a different world when you are going like down from the sea level. And actually, if you are trying to move to the depth of the sea, which is sometimes very risky because you need to consider about your oxygen levels and also the water pressure, and sometimes which is not bearable, and also the sharks like very dangerous fish. Therefore, underwater diving also can be possible with the VR technology. As we know, we can create a virtual world, and also we can create the live 360 stream from the underwater camera, and then you can enjoy it by sitting at your own place and your own comfort. Here I can show you some sample with the underwater diving. You can see the person who is wearing VR goggle. He is trying to swim. Actually, he is trying to swim with his hands in the same way by wearing the goggle. You can see in the video, the person is moves down to the depth of the sea, and you can see which is darker, and also he's reaching to some point, and also he can use his hands to get something out, and you can see the shadow as well. Like this, you can get that experience while you are like moving this you can hear the sounds or the noises as well, so you can get that real experience. And in the next uh, example, actually, you can see riding a roller coaster. But this is sometimes not possible in Sri Lanka because, as you know, there are no roller coasters over here. If you want to get that experience, you have to go there in some other countries and enjoy. But even though sometimes people having some issues of roller coaster, maybe the fear or the like motion sickness or something like that. But now the VR technology has came up with the enhanced technologies like motion sickness removal technologies. So they are using some virtual reality seats as well to get the real motion to your body as well. So in this video, you can see like the person who is trying to ride the roller coaster is sitting on a kind of a chair, and which is moving according to the camera head is moving. And also, uh, you can see its direction is changing all the time when roller coaster moving up and down, left or right, something like that. And the same way, you can see the same stream on the on his computer table 2D screen. So actually, you will really feel when you use that VR technology and other related components with help to get that VR experience. So like this, you can get those kind of experience. Actually, those kind of experience we can sometimes call uh, we have never done, and also we love to do that, but we have some fear. And also some experience we have like we have never done, but still we are eager to get those kind of experiences. But those are possible now with the virtual reality technologies, and also you can enjoy by sitting at your own place. In the next slide, you can see the dinosaur era. So, in the dinosaur era, you can see actually the stories and other the documentaries what happened in the dinosaur era, but still we don't see kind of a live animal in the earth now, and still we do imagine based on the research data, and we still think there were some dinosaurs were there in the earth like this and this much of height or something like that. This is kind of imagination. But uh, I would like to ask a question. Nadi, when you see kind of a dinosaur documentary, what do you really think of that? What is your idea about it?
Yes, yes, Madhura. I really love to see them alive actually. I I I don't want to go so close to them, but the thing is, I really love to go and see them alive. I know it's impossible, but it's kind of a dream, I know, but if we can do that one, it's really valuable.
Yes, now it's possible actually, uh, because now we can, as we all know, we can create an environment where the dinosaurs are in, and we can embed all the features of the dinosaurs and the different types of dinosaurs and how they behave, and also we can get information from the available documentaries and all, and also the research data. We can create it, and also you can enjoy it as well. So in that way, you can see this example clip that someone has created this type of video, and you can see that dinosaur is coming to your face. Actually, if you have the headset at the moment, you will really feel that you have to run away from his head. Therefore, you can get that kind of experience as well, and that is, I think, very important in this VR technology. So, actually, among all those the domains that we discussed, so the very important part is actually the dinosaur era. You know why is that is much of important? Because uh, we talk about that mass colonization and travel and the time, and then you can really spend your money. uh, okay, actually I was talking about the dinosaur era, and also among all the domains that we talk about at this point, the dinosaur era is very important because if you have money and if you have time, actually you can travel to the Mars when the Mars is open to any public with with the safe rides, safe rocket rides. Actually, at the same way, if you have money and if you have time and if you have a good culture, you can dive into the deep sea without any hesitation. As the same, if you have money and time, you can go on a roller coaster as well. But at the end, if you have money and if you have time for the training, can you go to the dinosaur era? So actually, you can't go there, right? Because we cannot create the history. You can't travel back to the history. But with the VR technology, that is possible now because we actually can travel to the dinosaur era. That's why this VR is more important on this area. You can see if we can go back to the time. Actually, we can time travel using the VR technology. And here, yeah, you can see the Sigri image now at the screen. And I would like to ask Nadi from you, when you visit Sigiri and and when you see the remains of our ancestors, what they have done, and what did you really feel about it?
Actually, I really feel proud, Madhura. Segiri is one of my mostly loved to visit place, and it really shows our proud history and also the creativity of our ancestors. Sometimes I feel if I can go back to that era and see the real nature of it, but I know it's impossible. Sometimes it's possible with these technologies, I think. Madhura?
Yes, yes, exactly. You can do it, Nadi. Actually, I'm so proud to say that we have a platform which reconstructs our ruined archaeological sites to their original states and facilitates you to teleport to that era and experience as you are there. So, as Framings, we are like developing those archaeological monuments. Developing means actually we are reconstructing to its original state with the help of archaeological department as well as ICTA. Therefore, we can say like now in Sri Lanka, the VR technology is being used to preserve our heritage in archaeological sites, and as well as we are allowed tourists to visit our archaeological sites and enjoy that the real experience with the fully reconstructed environment. So we have done that project, and I would like to give you how did we do that and what are the steps that we need to follow to do this kind of virtual reality environment creation. Based on that project, actually, we started reconstructing archaeological sites from this place. Actually, if you can remember, this is Polonnaru Watadage, and everyone who visits Polonnaru actually they go to this place, and this is a very attractive place, and which shows the proud, glorious history in our Sri Lanka, and also you can see the sites are mostly ruined, and still those are being ruined due to the weather and other the heavy the rains and depends on everything. So you can see every day by day which uh, like fallen down bricks, something like that. Therefore, from our project, we started this, and you can now see what are the steps that we follow to do that. And the very first step is to like gather all the informations. Gathering information is a little bit actually tedious task because in this kind of archaeological monument we don't have any like drawings or the base plans or the real measurements. What we did was actually we visit the site and we measured all the things in the site, like the height and width of the wall and height and width of the brick, as well as the stone columns, and also the height of guard stone and the diameter of the moonstone. Likewise, we get all the accurate measurement information. And then we came to the archaeological department in Sri Lanka, and we had a discussions with them to verify those information. While verifying, we were able to get those kind of base planning. Actually, those are uh, done by the actually the done by some artist, and you can see this image is the base plan of the Polonnaru Vattadage, and it's a like you can see all the four-way entrance, and also at the middle that circle is represent the pagoda, and also there are four Buddha statues exposed into the four directions. And under the information gathering, we had these kind of the drawings, and here you can see like the 2D cut of Apollo Norvatadage, and also some wall pictures and some front views, as well as here the column head, one of the column head. Actually, this is very important because when you visit Polonnaru Vattadagi, you don't see any kind of the full featured column head because all are ruined and we cannot get any sculpture continuously. Therefore, we use those drawings and verify with the archaeological department. And then after every information is collected and every information is verified, then we started 3D modeling. 3D modeling is the main place where we are like thinking about the detailing of the 3D modeling and the quality as well as the realistic. So in order to do 3D modeling, we have a lot of softwares at the moment in the current market. The Blender, 3D Maya, and the 3D Max. So we use 3D Maya to do the 3D modeling. And the 3D modeling, we started from the base drawing. Uh, Here you can see kind of a snapshot we have taken during our process. And this is a 2D cut of our like the Polonaro Watadage reconstruction. You can see we have added all the stone columns and the column heads. And in the middle, you can see that pagoda, the white color. But when you visit to the site at the moment, you don't see that pagoda. You instead of that, you can see some fallen down bricks, and also you can see the main entrance and the Buddha statues likewise. And slowly we build up our reconstructions, and we try to uh, added some walls, and also try to added colors as well. When you matching the colors, you have to really think about the quality of the color, because when you add some colors, sometimes that would not match with the exact color in the actual monument. Therefore, you need to match the color gradient uh, carefully, otherwise it will looks like some weird way. Therefore, what we did was actually we get some images and we really match with the color of that image, and also then we again take a snapshot of the 3D model, and then we take printouts, and actually we try to match with the exact monument. Likewise, we had some several color reviews, and then we finalize it the best matching color as the live environment shows. And the same way, then we try to build up the roof as well. Actually, this is the very important part, because no one can see kind of a roof on top of the Polonaro water target. Therefore, we found all those information in the information gathering phase, and also we verified. And then we added all the grouping sheets as well, and we slowly completed the entire module. Uh, this took around actually totally 2 months to get them completed, because the information gathering is a very time consuming task. But now we have several the quick processes that we can gather information and start 3D modeling of these monuments. And then after the 3D model is constructed, you have to think of detailing. So you can see here the two images. The right one is actually the guard stone, and the left one is actually the front entrance. So you can see there with two guard stones and also one moonstone. Here you can see some realistic view, realistic look over there. We actually use some technology over here, which is called texture mapping, which is heavily used in those 3D modeling softwares as well. So the texture mapping is what it is doing actually. You can draft a like moonstone like this without any sculpture, and then you can complete the structure of that guardstone with the exact height, as well as the exact width, or the scale height and width. After which is done, what you can do is you can visit the exact archaeological monument and get a photo of the guardstone with the same angle and the same height, and then you can get that image and integrate with this 3D model. Once you integrate, which actually get embossed, and if you improve some embossed like quality, so you can get which is more realistic, like the same way as we see in the on-site. So this is how we like improve the quality of those detailing. And the uh, moonstone also, we did the same thing. We took some images and we like try to emboss with that image. Then you can see the image depth of that. So that's why we see this much of quality on the image. And next thing is we have to create the virtual environment. This is the place actually where we need to think of that the real environment and how we can replicate it to our module environment. So in this image, we you can see uh, the trees are there, some also sands are placed on the floor, and some shadows are there likewise. And we use then the Unity game engine to make it live. Make it live means you have to uh, you have to think of that the shadows of those objects, as well as the sounds, the natural sounds, maybe birds are screaming, and also the people are walking, that you can get some sound like the, and also people are walking on the sand. And also if you walk on the like monument through the virtual tour, you actually walk on sometimes the sand or the stone surface, something like that. If you go in the sand, actually you would feel that you are on the sand because of that sound, something like that. And also this shadow is moving based on the time. And also uh, we added some wind as well, and you can hear the wind noise, and the clouds are moving like that. We really added a lot of more details on top of this 3D environment while creating the virtual environment on top of the 3D models. And once everything is done, so actually the rest of the thing is like allow users to get the quality view of this virtual environment. So like in order to do that, we need to finish up our VR tour, and people can enjoy it. After the reconstruction is done, actually you can compare what you have done. This is what you see now in the Polonnaruwa Vattadage, and you can see, as I mentioned earlier, the, the broken walls, and also some of the features are not available in some of the sculptures, and the Buddha statues are not fully completed sometimes, and some of the parts are missing. And also the inscriptions are sometimes hard to read, because some letters are not very clear. Those are like grayed out or something like that. But after the reconstruction is done, the way I showed you in those steps, what we can see here now in the virtual reality is this one. So you can see actually in the better image, you can see the roof of the Polonnaruwa Vattadake, and the stone columns, as well as in the entrance you can see both God stone and the moonstone. And in the inner circle you can see the Buddha statue, and behind the Buddha statue in the middle you can see that white pagoda, and also uh, the virtual environment enhancements. Based on that, you can see the like shadows on top of the pagoda. Likewise, this is being actually getting real. And once everything is done, you can actually use the headset, and then you can use it to get that immersive experience. So as an example, I can show you like we have set up one VR booth before this pandemic situation in the uh, Apegama Battaramulla, the cultural museum. And this is kind of a video that people are visiting that booth and trying to get that experience using the VR headsets like this, and they are enjoying it. And I would like to proudly say, finally, we were able to uh, cover up uh, the Polonnaruwa archaeological monuments in the Polonnaruwa quadrangle. And in this small video clip, you can see what we have covered up here. So here is the Polonnaruwa Watadage, and this is the what we have constructed, reconstructed one. You can see the main entrance like this, and this is what we have reconstructed with fully details. And you can see that uh, in-house as well like this, and this is like this is what you have done for like some of the archaeological monuments in Colombo. And you can see how we have created and how we have reconstructed those monuments. This is Polonnaruwa Watadage. This is of its entrance, and you can see the inscriptions as well. And then we created this Tuparama image house as well. So this is the reconstructed one. This is fully reconstructed. You can see what we can see here now, and the Buddha statue is not there actually now, but we fully reconstructed it. You can see the difference. And this is the Nishankalata Pavilion. We created it from the scratch and added the roof. And this is the main difference in the quadrangle now and then. And this is the virtual environment we created. And yes, this is the process that we follow to like create our monuments based on the archaeological like information. And we constructed a lot more archaeological monuments, and still on the process of covering some other monuments as well. So, and also this is the end of our session, and I would like to tell you like if you would like to be a part of this journey, you can visit our website framix.com to get more information. And also you can just give us comments, and if you have any question, and you can go ahead in the question and answer session after this. And also last but not least, I would love to remember that you all got a homework class time based on the AR. I'll give you some more information about it today. And let me share my screen. Yeah, can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, we can, Madhura.
Right. Okay. So this is the AR and VR challenge that we have given to you in the last session, but today also we thought of giving you some more information about it. Actually, what you need to do is based on last VR demo session you saw, and also you can use the same recording to check it again. Uh, just assume that when you are visiting to a cafe or a restaurant, maybe a fast food corner, you will be given this kind of a menu like burgers, hot dogs, or French fries, and also some kind of the foods. What you need to do is actually you can create a like the AR app that where you go through this menu, and if you try to uh, create the 3D, you can try to create a 3D model on top of one of these the food, but you don't want to create a 3D model. Actually, you can go to this website, the Sketchfab website, which has been mentioned here, and you can download any of the free food uh, like a 3D object, and then you can show that when you go to the shop, like when you use this the menu, and when you use your mobile phone, you should be able to show that the menu. Like if you see this kind of a QR code, you would be able to show that this is actually this food item, maybe a burger or some kind of. So all the informations are available here, and you can go through this one. We have given you 2 weeks of time period starting from today. And once you're done, you can upload your uh, like the file, the answer files here as a zip file. You should upload a video by screen recording on your mobile phone, how your like the VR application, sorry, AR application looks like. And once that is done, after 2 weeks of time, we are trying to get winners from it, and those winners will be gifted. But for the gift and all, I think Nadi, you have more clear idea about it, and I'll share this URL as well. And Nadi, you can share all the related information with them. So thank you, everyone, and over to you, Nadi.
Yes, Madhurat. Thank you very much, Madhura. This was an amazing, amazing session. This was great, and it's a valuable. Thank you so much for your valuable time. And I would like to remind you, we are having a challenge session. So we are having a challenge. You can win that gift. You have to do that challenge, and we have to pass over to us. And what the gift I would like to remind you what the gift you can have. So we are having a development board. It's a robotic development board with all the components. You can merge into that and you can use it. So it's an amazing gift for you. It will be about in the market price. It will be around 30,000. So this is great chance to win that board. So thank you very much for the audience as well to be a part of us and for your valuable time. And I think this is very good place for you to get aware of these all these technologies. I think every day join these sessions and gather new information about the new technologies. And thank you very much for all of you for being a part of us. Now we are going to wind up the session. Thank you. Thank you.